Hi, I'm Tucker Davidson, and I just watched Progress Chapter 4, The Ballad of El Ligero. So, overall, talking about this show, this is possibly the strongest show Progress has ever put on thus far, right? I'm only 4 shows in, right? Don't go tooting the horn too quickly. Probably the closest show to it was, in fact, Chapter 1, because Chapter 1 was right off real good. We only have a 6-match card tonight, aside from this usual 7-match card, which is alright by all means. I'm going to kick things off with our opener. It is a tag team match between the London Riots, James Davis and Rob Lynch, and the Hunter brothers, Jim Hunter and Lee Hunter. The Riots go over in this. It's a fast-paced, surprisingly for the Riots, a fast-paced match. A lot of offense from both sides. The Hunter brothers actually getting in some moves way better than, any of the other competition fighting them thus far. And the Riots come out on top, looking real strong. They, of course, cheat to win. They fake an injury. And then the Hunter brothers look to see if, there's going to be some kind of stoppage or whatnot, and then they pick up the win from there. The Riots continue to build momentum. They do another promo afterwards in which they say, this is a call out to anybody out there. Stand up and we'll sit you down. Something a little bit disappointing for my book is that this show was not in the garage, in the garage. It was in the Dome. So obviously, nothing too big. I just felt like, the garage was homely. I had grown there. I had matured there as a Progress fan. And I don't know if we'll be back in the garage for Chapter 5, which is, for those about to fight, we salute you. But yeah, this show also, as you can see, takes place on Sunday, the 25th of November, 2012. It is the last show for Progress in 2012, their initial year. So our next show we'll be picking up in 2013, the year of, what main evented that year? Cena vs. Rock 2. We're moving into another singles match, Paul Robinson versus RJ Singh. By all means, this match was forgettable. The guy that I'm using, once again, thanks, Putty, talked about it in quite high regards, regards that I don't think it lived up to, and I won't say that but in any way changed my opinion on the match, because I try not to let it. If he says, it's skippable, I continue to watch anyways. Overall, I don't think the match was anything too special. It's highlighted by Robinson's antics and RJ Singh attempting to cheat to get the win. And overall, it ends up with Singh getting the win with the ethnic submission, and then afterwards, his entourage, Boudica and, Sean Boudica, I believe that's his name, one second. It is, yes, Sean Boudica, and the director go in to beat down post-match. Singh tells him to leave the ring, extends his hand to Robinson. You're like, it's going to be a sneak attack. But no, RJ Singh actually shakes Paul Robinson's hand, and then proceeds to roll out the ring and yell at the director and Sean for attempting to attack him, which is weird because last chapter, he went on with the attack. Now, what's caused this change? I don't know. Maybe it'll be explained down the line. Maybe it won't ever. I don't know. But yeah, something very interesting there, and it actually has me interested in this RJ Singh arc here. Up next, we have a submission match. Noam Dar, the Carry Artist Supreme, against Jimmy Havoc. This, of course, the story of this match was Jimmy trying to prove that he is a technical wrestler. And as much as he tries, he's just not. As much as he knows all the moves and can counter things, he just can't pick up wins for some reason. It brings Havoc's record to 0-3 in all very close matches. Very close. Dar picks up the win. There's a nice, with a grapevine knee bar, whatever it is, super champagne knee bar, whatever they call it this week. Deep fried knee bars. There was a nice little spot with Eddie Guerrero, or a tribute to Eddie Guerrero. Dar tries to bring a chair in the ring to distract the ref, and then he runs out, grabs a briefcase, smashes it off the ground, throws it in Havoc's hand, drops back, and they actually stop the match and say, Havoc, you've lost by disqualification, and then Smallman comes out and says, no, you cheated, you son of a bitch, no, restart the match. Overall, quite solid stuff. Havoc's getting there, and I see a lot of promise in him. Anything with Jimmy Havoc is just jolly. It's just good fun. Up next was a first-round match in the Natural Progression Series. It's a thing, I think. I don't know. Maybe I missed it. Maybe I was busy texting somebody, because I did. I did text someone in the middle of the show. I'm so sorry. I didn't have 1,000% of my attention on the show just before the start of this match. They may have explained it. I don't think they did. I think it's just a tournament for some reason. It is Mark Andrews versus Will Osprey. Draco Malfoy versus Hufflepuff. Jesus. I think the guide said it best. It's two young lads going out there who know what they can do, and they try to steal the show. And my God, they do. Andrews pulls off some insane spots. Osprey is so young, but he's so good. I promise you, he's the future of British wrestling. And it's funny because I say it now, and it sounds like I'm just, saying what I know will happen to make myself sound right, but it's not, because I look at Osprey in this match and I say, Jesus, you're so good. It's insane. Like, I don't know how somebody's that good at that young of an age. I think he's fairly young, right? Like 19? He doesn't look 20, above 20, I will say. But he's so good, man. He's so good. I would suggest right now you watch this match. If we were to watch any match on this card right now, Match of the Night award. Can I give awards? Why not? That match, Mark Andrews versus Will Osprey. Wow. Real bloody good. Up next, I'm actually getting real good at running through these shows super fast, actually. This match ends, actually I will go back to the Progression Series match. This match ends with Osprey attempting a springboardy from the outside of the ring, jumps up on top of the ropes. Andrews catches him in a perfect... No. Does Andrews jump on? Either Andrews jumps on Osprey and hits it, or Osprey jumps at Andrews. No. Andrews jumps, springboard, Hurricane Rana. It looks perfect. Osprey sells it perfectly, tucks perfectly, hits the ground right when he should, and doesn't like Botchamania mess it up. Perfect roll up. 1, 2, 3. And I don't think it was supposed to be the finish, because, the bell kind of rings kind of late. Andrews looks a little confused. Will looks pissed off. Might just be really good selling. Wow, that won? Whoa. But, that's kind of my personal thoughts on what it looked like. I don't know, I think I suggest this to a lot of people. Like, this is real good. Like, I really like this. I don't know if it was better than Skrull Sabre Jr. from the first show. Those two, though, are definitely Progress Match of the Year, probably tie. I don't know. I'm going to give Progress Match of the Year? No, I'm not. That makes no sense. We're actually going to... I'm going to cut off for a second. Putty hates when I announce I'm cutting off. He's like, why can't you just do a seamless transition? Because when I mess up, I don't like to act like I didn't. How about that? I will be back with the final two matches of the night. And up next is our semi-main, the three-way dance, three-way match between Dave Mastiff, Marty Scurll, and Styx. Everybody's boy Styx. This match is, first of all, Marty plays up. He's drunk. Don't know if he actually is or if it's just an act. I'm assuming it's just an act because they would not let him wrestle drunk. Jeff Hardy takes notes. But overall, it's a really fun worked match with Marty kind of getting comedy spots. The match opens up, and Marty tries to body slam Mastiff. And then Mastiff, he's huge, so he can't do it. So he just he hugs him. And then the fans chant, kiss, kiss, kiss. And Marty's all like, no, I'm just going to go. And then Mastiff grabs him and slams him. And Skrull runs around the ring holding his back. And he runs into Styx. And he goes to shake Styx's hand, and then just as he does, he kicks him in the gut, and then Styx elbows him square in the face, and then he realizes he's in between a rock and a hard place, Styx and Mastiff, and then they drop him, and then they go at it, and this is literally why the chant "Big Lads Wrestling" exists. I said that in the Skype chat earlier. It was just whopper hoss battle. Vince McMahon would love this. And I kind of loved it too, because as much as I am I really like technical, fast-paced stuff. There's nothing like a good old-fashioned hoss battle. Just two big dudes hammering each other. And that's what you got in this. Nothing like Ishii Hanma, I will say, because that is what I call bloody hoss battle, and it's not a hoss battle because they're big dudes. It's because Ishii's a big dude, but Ishii's tough as nails, and Hanma's bloody doing whatever he can to keep up with them. It's one of my only New Japan matches I've ever seen. But yeah, Dave Mastiff gets the win after Nathan Cruz comes down and attacks Marty Skrull, and they brawl to the back. And then him versus Styx goes on for a little while. Big lads wrestling, big lads wrestling, big lads wrestling. And then Mastiff hits the cannonball, the KO cannonball in the corner, gets the 1, 2, 3. Overall, real good stuff. Big lads wrestling, big lads wrestling, big lads wrestling. And finally, on to our main event of the night, the Progress Championship. Nathan Cruz defending his belt against El Ligero, hence the title. This match was half an hour, far too long for Nathan Cruz. Cruz is just, I said it the first show, and I'm going to say it again here, Cruz just isn't good enough to work these kind of matches, man. And it's not really a knock against it. No, it is a knock against him. It's just, I think the booking needs to be smarter for him to be in this role. The match was pretty forgettable, honestly. Some real nice spots, Ligero going over the top. The crowd love it, so of course that makes up a lot. This match ends with Cruz hitting a show stealer. 1, 2, kick out. He's like, what the fuck? And then grabs him again, wails away on him like, why won't you just die? Hits another show stealer. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, kick out. Wait, what? So then Ligero gets back to his feet and says, come on, bitch. Come on. And Cruz hits his running kick, I'm going to step on you, hit kick into the skull. And then he hooks the leg. And, 1, 2, kick out. What? Is El Ligero fucking Superman? I hate to point out points where this is obviously supposed to be the idea. But the idea is supposed to be that Ligero is so driven by this newfound, aggression, and that's really demonstrated well in the opening video package, in which it's shown that he is aggressive and that he is doing this for him now, and that you don't have to like him anymore, and that's fine. It doesn't matter to him, but he's not just going to be the mask. He's not just going to be a gimmick. He's going to be known as a wrestler. And it's a real nice story being told. It's a sad one of, a man corrupting himself in order to not be known as a joke. A man willing to go to any lengths to prove to people that he isn't just a character. He isn't just, something you show to your kids on their birthday to make them smile. He's a competitor. He's somebody who's a legitimate threat to this belt. I just don't think it makes any sense for him to kick out of 3 finishers straight. And then Cruz hits him one more time with it. And then Ligero finally falls down, and 1, 2, kick out. You're starting to catch my point here. Ligero then Iron Man's up, proceeds to hit his Turtle Whirl DDT, springboard DDT. I forget what the hell it was called, like the BTS DDT or something. And then 1, 2, 3. That wasn't even the finish of the match. What the hell am I talking about? That was not the finish of the match in any way. Tucker Davidson, what show did you just watch? Chapter 4? Very good. Now I'm talking to myself. What the hell's wrong with me today? Ligero locks in a really nice triangle chokehold. And then after being in it for maybe about 30 seconds, Nathan Cruz is forced to tap out. El Ligero is your new Progress champion. Nazi staff, Nazi staff, Nazi staff. Nathan Cruz runs to the back as the crowd chants, "You tapped out! You tapped out! You tapped out!" at him. He looks in complete dismay as Ligero celebrates in the ring with the people, holds the staff above his head, "Reba!" And the crowd goes, "Reba!" And then, "Ole, ole, 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 ole." Ligero's your champ. And once again, I'm going to quote from the guide, because the guide says it best. I should probably link the guide at some point. I will link the guide, actually. If I don't link the guide, get on me, and I'll link it in the next one. Now that the belt is off of Cruz, these 30-minute matches can now be justified. The fact that we have somebody of Ligero's talent as the main event justifies this length. And that fixes one of my main problems. Right there. I'm excited for 2013. Overall, like I said, this show is one of the most solid Progress has ever run thus far. I've only watched 4 episodes. What can you do? Once again, Chapter 1 is the only one slightly rivaling it. And I think this one possibly has Progress Match of the Year. Not for... I might give it to the first one, though. I might give it to Sabre Jr. Skrull. Don't know. I'd like to thank you guys so much for watching. I'd like to thank you guys so much for allowing me to talk wrestling, not bashing me for my opinions, because trust me, I probably am in no place to spew my opinions and or influence you in any way. I'm just a dude who, arguably, some people would argue I don't like wrestling. I'm just a dude who likes wrestling, watches wrestling, and wants to talk about it. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. This is Tucker Davidson, and I'll see you guys in the next one.